Hello and welcome to Johnny Reviews Tarot. So one of the reasons I thought I would review tarot cards was a lot of the ones I've seen on YouTube haven't told me as much as I'd want to know about the cards, and they've just lacked something. So I thought, well, what if I try to make my own? So I thought that's what I would start to do. So today I'll be looking at the Robin Wood Tarot deck. And here's the box. And this did not come with the book, though there is a book that Robin Wood wrote for the deck. And this one is copyright 1991. I'm not sure where I bought this one from, but it was online. It may have been Amazon, but I'm not certain. And I bought this maybe in 2001, I think. Doing a little research on Robin Wood. Robin Wood used colored pencils to create this deck, and Robin Wood has a website, robinwood.com, and there is some things on there. There's a some essays that she's written. There's a little bit about the deck, but really not a lot. I think she's very proud of this deck, and she should be, because it's a beautiful deck that really concentrates on the pagan aspects of this neo-pagan idea, and takes out the Christianity and the religious, other religious aspects that the normal Rider-Waite deck may have. So you can get this pretty much anywhere. I believe it's not out of print, and this one is published by Llewellyn, which is a very good publisher for tarot decks and books. And here's the box, and let me open it up. And this one comes with a small book, like most of them do. There's nothing really terribly interesting about the book, though it is somewhat substantial. This is copyright 1995, and then that's about it in the box. Box is a standard box. It's cardboard, a little flimsy. So looking at the back of the card, it can be reversible, and you can't tell. There's really nothing printed on the borders, which is nice. The cardstock is pretty good. I mean, it's flexible, it's smooth, they shuffle well, and it feels good. So here's a great card. One of the major arcana, the Tower. And a lot of the symbolism in it is Rider-Waite tradition based. So you're going to see a lot of those. If you're familiar with the Rider-Waite, it's a very familiar deck to you already. Just looking at the cards, you can see, looking at them, the colors are bright, the people are fleshed out. If you're looking for a deck that has like a multicultural deck, this isn't it. I think everybody in this deck is pretty much Caucasian. There is some nudity in this deck. This is a nice card. I love the way that looks. A little bit Nordic strength. So you can see a lot of the symbolism, but this is about as religious as the deck gets. And most of the decks have R. Wood 1989 written on them, which if you're looking for it, you can find it. But they're all drawn by Robin Wood, which is very cool. And even here you can really tell that it's colored pencil. You can really see the pencil strokes. That's a really cool looking card. The Eight of Swords. Another very cool card. Here in the background you can definitely tell colored pencil. So some of them are bright, and the people actually look, they're a little cartoonish, which is fine. This card, the devil, notice there's no devil, but it's a very symbolic card. It's a good job was done in interpreting this card, and you see there is some nudity there. This is one of the cards with some. This one and the death card have been remarked upon about how different and how fresh the interpretation is, even though it is Rider-Waite based. This one, there's Jupiter and the moon. Nice. The cards feel they're very stiff as I'm going through them. Magician, a beautiful card. I love this with the pagan altar. You have a lot of the same symbolism as in the Rider-Waite, the infinity symbol, the lilies, the white rose, the black and white candle, the chariot. This one is really interesting. There's a strand of DNA in the wand, which is quite nice, and you can definitely tell it's DNA the way it's stranded and the way it's coated. Again, the colors are extremely rich and jewel-toned. They're very clean. I think it's a great deck to read with, especially growing up using the Rider-Waite deck. This deck is very easy to change over to if you want to change up from the Rider-Waite. This is a very whimsical card. I mean, these sky boats, sky with shaped like a bird. That's really neat. The world. I mean, look at the detail in the flowers. I mean, that is really pretty. And you know, if you know something about flowers, we see lilies, we see roses. Let's see, I can make out some fruit. Maybe some daisies. I mean, the detail there is really nice. I love the bedspread. It's very modern, but it just fits with the cards. The Hanged Man. And if you look at this, this one's a very simple card, but you know it has so much meaning. The Hermit. Here's the death card. White rose, a butterfly. Death doesn't, basically it's just a robe. There's no face. There's a flag with the white rose on it, and a strand of birches. It's a simple card, but notice death is sort of pointing the way for change. It stopped you in your path, and it's really, I mean, it's a good card. I love that blood red. The tone is beautiful. The contrast against the white is very nice. But notice death is in just a forest setting. Nothing otherworldly about it. Death just pops up in your path, and I like that. I love the look on this guy's face. He doesn't look very, very happy, even though he's being given this lovely cup out of thin air. He's not even noticing it. And the suits, you know, you have the cups, the swords, the wands, and the pentacles. So it's traditional suits. This guy reminds me a lot of Bacchus, with the grapes, and he's just very jolly, very happy, proud of what he's done. the Wheel of Fortune. I love that there's like a roulette ball here, which is quite different than the Rider-Waite. Very bright card. And if you notice, there is something strange, different about this deck is the wands, instead of being associated with earth, they seem to be associated with fire, which a lot of people, aren't crazy about. The other deck is the swords are associated with air, if I'm not mistaken. Great Justice card. There's the blood red that is shared by the Death card. Ooh. Five of Cups. The Moon. Even the little crab is there. Very tiny. The wolf and the dog share the same space. The cups always have some form of, it seems like there's always something to look at with the cups. Something different, unexpected. There's the family one. It's a beautiful card. I mean, traditional family though, but it's quite nice. And look at the field, the depth here is very nice. The Jolly Man. I think she did a very good job depicting the faces and clothing the people. It was probably fun to choose the colors to actually put the people together. The children are well done. They don't look like really small people. I love the hat. That's a great hat. It's almost very Neptune-like. It's very. The horse is. It could be a Capricorn if it was a goat, but it's a horse with a fish tail. And the cups, the liquid, the water, the sun. Look at the Jolly Baby. It looks like a pony instead of a horse, though. It's still a very nice card. Very, very. Sunflowers are there. The face of joy. The star. There's some nudity there, but I mean the nudity is it's secondary. It really isn't, unless you have a problem with it. It's a great deck. It's a great everyday reading deck. I mean, the cards are simple, easily interpretable. This guy, I mean, he looks very modern in his jacket. Handsome guy. I mean, it definitely will help you if you're reading for someone. Here's the one with the naked card. Again, it's a beautiful card. It's done really well. Sort of evokes Adam and Eve. But yeah, I like there's such a good job with drawing the cards. Judgment, the Phoenix. And I think it's a very positive deck. It's very difficult to eke out a really bad reading with this deck. I think it's a happy deck, and it's great for meditation, contemplation. This one I love, the spinning wheel, but it has the symbols of the zodiac on it, almost like fate. There's the Fool, colorful rainbow colors. Again, the dog yipping at the heels, almost walking off a cliff, but playing a flute. The High Priestess. The Kilt, interesting. And the last card, the Ten of Swords. Pretty dark, and yeah, it's a great card. Colors, the blood, the dark crimson purple. So that's my review. I think it's a wonderful deck. It's great for daily reading. I like it. It's definitely a go-to deck for me, and I think that's it. Forgive my dogs. My two dogs are barking. That means they want attention, so I'll wrap this up. Thank you for watching.